Welcome to the city that was desert just 40 years ago. The city where every day is about living in absolute luxury.
And the city with the craziest restaurants and bars in the world.
This, Habibi, is Dubai. We're starting off here in the Dubai Marina, and this is the area we're staying at. And this is basically the area you would want to stay at for the nicest beaches, the restaurants, the bars. Everything is just kind of in this area. And now let's go check out the actual marina and the nice beach there. And starting off right here at JBR Beach, just a massive public beach where you can sit, go swimming. Weather's always hot here, so you can come here year round, and it's just beautiful. You can see the palm from here as well. It was just nice finally after a long flight to just sit by the beach and just enjoy it. The water's really warm, you can get in right away. But the beach is always really packed. It looks like it's packed. And it's already the evening now and there were still a lot of people. We've just been walking around the area on the Dubai Marina for a while now. Everything here is just so fancy. Even the Tim Hortons look so nice. This is honestly such a nice spot to just take your late night walks. It's just a really nice bougie area. So we're staying in an Airbnb in the Dubai Marina. And when visiting Dubai, there's pretty much 3 places where you would want to stay in. And those are the Dubai Marina, great for like shops, being able to go to the beach and just restaurants, bars. The other area is Business Bay, and this is like where the Burj Khalifa is. This is where most of your sightseeing is. For short trips to Dubai, I would recommend staying there because that's where you're gonna have all your main sites like the Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, and just all the skyscrapers are there. And the third area, for the cheaper area, you would want to stay in Deira, which is the old Dubai. So if you want to spend most of your time visiting old Dubai, I would recommend staying in Deira. And this is also where the cheapest places are gonna be. So if you want to get a cheaper place, also go to Deira. Dubai is one of those cities with the best restaurants and food because people from all around the world come here, and so you're gonna need to splurge at least once on a great restaurant. And tonight we're going to this really amazing place called Asia at Pier 7 in the Dubai Marina. So far, this is an insane experience. The atmosphere is crazy. The food we got is just absolutely insanely good. Great dinner experience. It was so amazing. We got some sushi, some dim sum, and some chicken, and all 3 of those things were so good. I'll definitely recommend going to one place like this when you're in Dubai because it's just gonna make your experience that much better, and the restaurants here are just insane. But for tomorrow, we're gonna be heading out to Old Dubai and checking out more of the historical part of this city. So we just took the metro in the morning. We're heading to the Al Fahidi neighborhood, and to use the metro is actually pretty good. It's split apart into multiple zones, so when you buy either tickets or a pass, you have to choose how many zones you're gonna use, and the price varies based on that. So we bought ourselves a 1-week ticket for 2 zones that we're gonna use, which was 105 AED total. Pretty much everything you want to do in Dubai you can get to by the metro, so it's actually a pretty decent system they have. And now we're starting the day off with a breakfast at the Arabian Tea House. This place offers a lot of traditional Emirati food as well as Arabic teas and coffees. Emirati meal, that's the kebab bread right there. And then here we got the balalit, traditional Emirati pancakes with an omelet. And then we got ourselves some tea, a hibiscus tea and an anise tea. Alright, so the habab bread, it was decent, it was nothing much. The pancakes were actually underratedly good.
I really liked the pancakes. I liked the white dip that came with them. It was really good.
I just go here for a nice tea, it's a nice experience. The price for that breakfast was 114 dirham for the 2 of us. A quick tip though when coming here is just to get 1 pot of tea for the 2 of you because we got 2 and it ends up making like 8 cups of tea per pot, so you're gonna be drinking a lot. Right now we're just kind of exploring the old part of Dubai, basically the part before the whole boom took off in Dubai and they started building crazy buildings. All the buildings kind of looked like this. There was life before here, but it was not much before they discovered oil and it just started going crazy. And now you have the areas like the Dubai Marina and the business bay. So the next thing you can do here, which is right beside it, is the coffee museum. With the entry to the museum, you get to try some coffee and also some dates. So here it shows every single country, how they say coffee. You got coffee, cafe, 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 kava, cafe, kava. Every country is almost similar. And then you got Ethiopia, buna.
What?
So the first people to have coffee were the Ethiopians, and this was in the 5th century, and they would just eat coffee beans. And then in the 7th century, they were brought to Yemen, and this was the first time that coffee was actually roasted and prepared kind of similarly to the way it's prepared today as a drink. And the entrance to this museum is 10 dirhams. It's a pretty small museum where you just learn a bit about the history and try a bit of Arabic coffee.
I really like the display of different coffee machines from all over the world throughout history. I think it's so cool how similar they all are, even though they didn't have the technology to communicate like the way we have today.
So now we're getting into more of the old area, and we're right here beside the Dubai Museum, which unfortunately is closed right now. But this is the oldest building in Dubai. It basically just goes into everything about Dubai before they discovered oil and before the city had its massive boom. And the price is only 3 dirhams per person. One of the coolest ways to get around when you're in the old town is to take an abra, which is just one of the traditional boats that they would take here, and the price is 1 dirham per person, and it will just get you from the old town, and we're going to the Deira, the old souk. Or you can go much further. We even saw that the map, you can take one of these all the way from here to the Dubai Marina. So now we've made it across the Deira, and this is just where all the souks are. We're gonna be going around a lot of them. It's basically just markets that sell a bunch of different stuff. And there's a lot of souks here as well. You got like the gold souk, and there's also just the old souk, which has pretty much everything. There's a perfume souk. And that is the world's heaviest ring ever made. I don't even know who's wearing that. Would you wear that?
100%.
So going around all the souks is a pretty interesting experience. Everyone just calls Katya Shakira. I've got to say though, the prices are really expensive in here compared to what I thought they'd be. Judging from the ones we went to in Amman in Jordan, I really like those better. You kind of can look at stuff more freely. Here, everyone's just like, Shakira, Shakira, come here.
They keep flagging you down and trying to get you into your shop. And every time you want to look at something, they just like keep bombarding you with comments.
More so than in other places, I would say, because they do that everywhere, but here more so. But then the gold souk was actually pretty cool. They got the world's heaviest gold ring, and we also got some camel milk ice cream.
It's pretty good.
We just stopped into some random place here in Burj, Dubai. Got a shish taouk sandwich and a shawarma, just a quick lunch. They're only 6 AD each.
This is such a good shawarma.
The next spot we're going to, probably one of the coolest things you can do here in Dubai. This is the Museum of the Future. Basically, they take you on a journey to the year 2071, and they kind of show you all their plans that they have for the future.
Yeah, and even starting off from the lobby, it's already such a cool experience. You have these like bird things flying around on their own. It's really cool.
Hamid the Rashid Spaceport, February 2071. The launch is about to start. Follow me.
Right now we're in the Heel Institute, and basically you walk, and these are all the species that exist in the year 2071. They just have them in these cool looking jars right here, and you can scan them and see what all of them are.
As a robot, I don't need to eat, but if I could,
The first thing I would try would be a strawberry.
Museum of the Future, one of the coolest experiences ever. The ticket is 150 dirhams. You have to book like a month in advance to get in, which we didn't do, but we got so lucky because some guy's tour group didn't show up, so he just sold us 2 tickets for it and we got to go in.
I'm definitely so happy we did not miss this experience because it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life. It takes you through some of the ideas that the UAE has for the future, ways to not only improve the physical environment, but your mental health. It's honestly just so cool.
Each floor is basically like one level, one chapter throughout the experience. So floor 1 was like getting introduced to the whole Seoul project that they have for building their space station, all the missions that they're planning to do. Floor 2 was about all the species that exist and how that's all gonna work. Floor 3 was a whole therapy section where you just kind of do a bunch of different like touch therapy and then just relaxation. You basically just sleep in a museum, which is crazy. Floor 4 was all the futuristic technologies they have.
And then new advances that they have. Like they had like a AI robot that you can ask questions and it replies to you.
Silver is my favorite color.
And then the next thing you do is also you just go outside. One of the coolest buildings probably in the world. And then the next floor after that is a kids floor, and that's the end of the museum. Definitely worth going to this. The next spot we're going is to the Global Village, and the stop you have to get off at is Mall of the Emirates. So we're just waiting for the bus now to take us to Global Village, and we just stopped into the mall for a quick second, and it's already so insane. They have the entire ski facility in here. The mall itself has like every store you can think of, and it just looks crazy.
Yeah, they have every store you can think of. They have every fast food chain you can think of. It's insane.
Alright, so we just stepped into the Global Village, and honestly this place looks so insane. Every country just has their own like section where you go in, you can try some of their food, you can get products from that country. They even have shows, like we just got into Turkey and it has shows. If you're traveling here, it's here in Dubai from mid-October to mid-May. This is definitely like 100% must-do experience. It's 2250 dirhams, which is a really good price for this too. And this place is massive. It feels like Disney World.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So the first thing we're having, we went to the Bosnian house and we got cevapi meal. This is so good. Definitely come to Bosnian house, get some good cevapi.
Now we got takoyaki from Japan. Let's try it.
So this is the shrimp one. Let's give it a shot.
Fry a little bit.
This is probably one of the coolest experiences in Dubai after the Museum of the Future too. It's been such a great day, and this is something that you need to do. Hopefully you're visiting Dubai during this time.
Honestly, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime like opportunity just to experience all these cultures and try different cuisines and just meet different people. It's honestly so cool.
For the best food, probably have to give that to Bosnian house. I think that one was the best one.
I think so too.
Yeah. There's some really good honey in the Yemen spot, so check that out too. Really cool spot we're going to tomorrow. Stopping in now for a quick breakfast before our desert safari. Went to a place called Alo Beirut. Got some muhammara, Lebanese kafta, and also chicken shawarma sandwich, all for 60 dirham. Alright, so now it's time for the cool desert safari. First things first, we're going on the quad bike right away.
Go, 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 go.
Next part of the tour, we get the camel ride. So the next thing we did is the camel ride, and basically you go up which is crazy seeing it go up. And then you don't walk that far, probably like 50 to 100 meters total. But then going down is the craziest thing. It like drops down and then it goes down. Next thing we're doing is just dune bashing in the car, just taking the car for a rip, and we're gonna just go on the sand and just kick.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot.
Such a cool experience. After the dune bashing, they take you to a nice little sunset spot where you get to watch sunset, do some sandboarding. Sandboarding's a lot of fun, just a good time. And this spot is perfect. And the guys here on this tour are crazy. They take the best photos of you. They're always so nice.
They take an extra mile just so everything is perfect.
Now we're gonna be going back to go to a Bedouin camp. Alright, so now we're here at the camp. We basically get a seat. You can go get some food, some drinks, some shisha. That's also free after the show starts. It's really nice. You can also get some henna too. Probably the best thing we've done so far. The guys Hashim and Imran, I'll link the tour in my description just so you guys can book this one because they're honestly the best. You start off with ATVs or dune buggies and that itself is so cool. You do need to pay extra. It's 200 dirham for the ATV. After that you go pet some camels and you go ride them for a bit, take some photos on them. Then you go dune bashing with the car, which is insane. These guys go crazy on them. After that it's just sandboarding and a nice sunset, and then you go to the camp, have an amazing meal and a show, and have some shisha. Honestly, this is a must when going to Dubai. We woke up super early because it's time to do one of the coolest things you can do in Dubai. It's still dark out, and that's because we got tickets for sunrise at Burj Khalifa. Basically we got these because they're cheaper than the regular ticket for sunset, and also there's probably going to be a lot less people now than sunset, and they also give a free snack for breakfast with this ticket. Definitely come at least like 15 minutes early because the walk from the mall to Burj Khalifa is probably one of the hardest things you can do. Really cool experience coming here for sunset. Lots of people here, lots more than we expected. And then after we just went to look out. It's pretty dusty up here, so don't expect to actually see the palm from here, but you can see only a couple things that are pretty close. You can't see too far. The food you get is actually pretty decent. You get a little snack and then a tea or a coffee. We just got out now and we finally see the Burj from up close, and it honestly looks so much bigger than I could have ever imagined. You look up at it and then you need to keep looking because it's honestly so big. Now the Saudis are building this one tower in Jeddah called the Jeddah Tower, and it's supposed to be bigger than the Burj Khalifa. And so immediately after that news came out, Dubai basically said, hold my beer. And they're like, okay, we're just gonna build a tower just to make it taller than that one. So now they're constructing a tower bigger than the Burj Khalifa. It's gonna be bigger than the Jeddah as well, just basically because they wanted to compete with the Saudis. And it should be done by about 2030, they're saying. It's already under construction. Next spot we're at is Souk al-Bahar. Just a nice little pre-mall before we get to the big one. And now it's time for the main event. From the largest building in the world to the second largest mall now, because the Irani mall is the biggest one. But it's probably a matter of time before the Emiratis build a bigger one again. First things first, when you walk in, there's a beautiful Tim Hortons. Ready to start it off with a Canadian breakfast?
Absolutely not.
Starting off with the ground floor, working our way all the way up. How long do you think it's gonna take?
4 hours.
All right, so the first casualty of the day, this beautiful waffle. I've been craving waffle for like a week now since we were in Cyprus, and couldn't be more delicious looking than this one. Everything in Dubai is designed so well, but whoever designed the placement of these things to hold them up probably needs to get fired. Or get a raise. Mall of the Emirates has a ski slope, and the Dubai Mall right here has an ice rink. So in case you're missing the snow, they've made it for you. Now it's lunchtime, food court time. We just did a lap around all of them. Such a difficult decision. There's literally so many options here. We're making a list right now of what we should get. So we decided to split up, and first things first, I went to Bika Nervala for just some samosas and appetizers. 750 dirham for the samosas. Next spot we went was to Chin Chin, build your own plate. Got 2 mains, Kung Pao chicken and some other one, I don't even know. You get a mango bubble tea, a spring roll, and some noodles for 40 dirham.
I decided to go to Al Baik, which is a fast food chain here. I got the 10-piece chicken fillet nugget combo, which comes with fries, a drink, and a salad, and the filet fish burger, and all of this together was $33.50.
Alright, so now let's eat all of this, see how good it is. This Al Baik chicken is actually pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thing we're doing is we went to this place called Play DXB. It's basically just a massive arcade, and we chose to go on this ride called Dubai Drone. It's funny because they don't even allow drones into here.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright, so we've just been walking around this mall for so long. Walked in like every floor, every direction, and we still haven't seen all the shops. There's over 1,600 stores in here and 400 restaurants. It's just an insane mall, absolute madness in here. But it's time to leave now. Also, a great tip for while you're in the mall is to collect all your receipts, and for everything you do in Dubai, collect all your receipts, because when you're leaving at the airport, you can collect the tax back that you spent when purchasing any item. And just outside of the mall is the Dubai Fountain, which is a show that happens every single day from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and it happens every half an hour. Fountain show is actually really cool. We stayed for 3 shows and they're all different shows each time they do them. Definitely recommend doing the fountain show. We're starting off the morning now at the Ripe Market. Really cool market, 5 dirham per person to enter. They have a lot of like random items like sugar-free chocolate and just like healthy spin-off on items. Right after that, we walked over to the Souks now in Jumeirah. There's a souk and a spice market. Hopefully they're a bit better than the ones in Old Dubai because we didn't like those too much. The souk is pretty decent, but it feels more like a market. Like it's a very civilized market than any other souk. Now it's time to head to Jumeirah Beach though, Jumeirah Kite Beach. It's pretty busy here, but the beach is actually really nice. It's a really nice place to go. They have a bunch of restaurants nearby as well, and the water is just really nice. I would recommend coming here if you want to go to a beach.
Yeah, I think this beach is slightly nicer than in the Marina.
And you have amazing views of the Burj Khalifa and the Burj Al Arab. Just visiting Dubai in general as a tourist is going to be really expensive. That's one thing I would say, just being a tourist here. All the stuff you would want to do, all the stuff like Museum of the Future, Burj Khalifa.
When coming to Dubai, I would definitely plan it out exactly what you want to do and see, just so you can create a good budget for yourself. You can get carried away in Dubai with all the interesting things that you can do. So definitely planning it ahead of time.
And just eating out at restaurants is really expensive too. So the sun is setting and so is our time in Dubai. It's been a great time. If you had one tip for people coming to Dubai, what would it be?
Probably don't visit Old Dubai. I just didn't think it was that worth it.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe because it really helps me out, and I'll see you again in the next one.